is the last. Thanks, Mike. Today is kind of almost like the last this kind of meeting because what we're going to have tomorrow, again, we have AJ, she's going to be coming on representing the Be Well magazine. So you can look and see how we leverage the magazine to help people to become more profitable. And so you can start thinking about strategies. I'm super excited about Denisha launching her fitness journal, all of these different things that we can do to really complement our core business and the thing that's going to make us stand out in the marketplace. So you're going to hear from AJ and see how her and Mike and I collaborate on that project. And then on Friday, so we're going to talk today about profitability. Where have you been during this 40 days and 40 nights? What has profited? Has your mindset profited? Have you grown your list? Have you actually gotten business partners during this time? It's going to be an open discussion. We're going to start on time and we're going to end on time. But my goal, if you are, I know only person I know for sure that can't speak is Tina, because I know she's at work during the day. I want to hear from everybody. If you can't speak, I need you to put a two in the chat so we don't call on you. It's a couple other people. I don't know if it's Darnell or Tracy that I know that's at work during the day, and I don't want to call on you guys. So I'm going in order. I'm going in order. Let me see. Uh, I'm going in order as I see you all on the screen here. So again, what you're gonna take about 1 minute. When you look over these 40 days, what area have you most profited in? Is it your understanding? Is it did you get actual profit? I mean partners, but if you got the partners, how are you doing with getting them onboarded? Like how do you feel like on the scale of 1 to 10, all of that good stuff? All right, so the first person I see here in my little squares is Justina Page. Talk to us about what this 40/40 experience has been like for you. What have you most profited from during this time?
Okay. Um, First of all, a little bit of everything, to be honest. But
Mhm.
mainly, I'm a visual learner, so I'm gonna say it in a visual way. I feel like I'm from the Midwest, and we had a lot of snowstorms, and I feel like my snowball has been built to a huge, huge ball, and it's ready to roll down the hill and take some territory. So I am totally excited and geeked about the partners that I will be bringing on. I know that's happening. I think within the next 2 weeks or so, my whole level, all of that is going to change. So the partnership was really, really good. All of it was really good. But the partnerships in particular was really, really profitable for me. And as a newbie, I think what 3 months in,
Yeah.
it just changed my whole mindset about a whole lot of things. So I'm excited
Good.
about that. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Good, good. I love that analogy you use about the snowball. I love that. Yes, yes. So let's hear from the Cottons. I'm so glad that there's a good chance that we may be able to see them. They're going to be spending some time here in Atlanta this week. So I'm looking forward to being able to see them not only on the Zoom screen, but to be able to hug and actually meet them. So go ahead. Let's hear from you all. What have you feel like you most profited from over these past 40 days?
Well, I have been motivated and still reaching out to people and everything. I haven't gotten any new partners since the last time, but it
Mhm.
haven't stopped me from uh, talking to people whenever, and I have about three prospects that said they would do it, will look into it, will join this month. So I'm waiting on that. And
Good.
I'm just excited. I really love the way uh you, Miss Carmen, and Deniece and Michael have really stretched me to learning. Like I told you, I was pretty much wet behind the ear because for 43 years I was just a stay-home mom and mother, wife, and all of those duties, grandmother, and all of that. But I'm coming out of that to this, and I'm excited about it. And I'm going to spread my wings even further. I'm one of those eagles that's flying around, and I'm just looking for prospects.
That's right. Keep planting those seeds. Yes, I love it. I love it. Well, you guys got off to a great, great start. And so I'm hoping that you have taken some things from the 40/40, and as well as just gotten your footing, like kind of knowing the language more. All of those are wins. Those are all ways that we're going to profit and help us to grow monetarily in our business. So keep up the good work. Keep planting those seeds, and the fortune is in the follow up. So I just love your positivity and your attitude. So I'm expecting nothing but great leadership and success. And don't ever again say I was just a stay at home mom. That's a whole boss. If you can manage your home, your family, your spouse, and all of the dynamics that go along with being able to manage your home and those important family relationships is huge. So we applaud you for that most appreciated career, I'll call it. All righty. Okay, Wani, what area have you most profited from over these 40 days?
Listen, you said 1 minute, right? So, but
1 minute.
yes, I'm just gonna say that I always love the positioning because that's always my weakness, positioning and learning more how to position myself as a leader, as a businesswoman. And I now was able to talk to Mike and get some things in order for my podcast. So that's continued to grow. And that's a lead magnet because now people are interested in the travel business now. So that's good. And I also did get a partner, a business partner within 40/40. So I'm excited about that. I
Yeah.
am definitely excited. Just now, I think onboarding her is about a 5. Right
Okay.
now, the system of my onboarding and just getting her to uh, get the fear of that they cannot do because they're not tech savvy. So what, you're not tech savvy? Just learn and be coachable. So just
Yeah.
getting people that fear of stop saying what they cannot do because you can do it. So that's it.
Wow. Ronnie, congratulations. Y'all need to see some heart, flames, clap. You got a new partner during this time. And I love the fact that you have team members. You have team members that plugged in too, because that's what
Absolutely.
I want everybody to look around here on this board and put a number in the chat. How many people in your organization is on this Zoom right now? We just getting ready to do a quick survey. Let me see. Let me see, how many people do you have? One, two, three, four. Mhm. Okay. How does that feel? How does that feel? Look at that. And that let us know, it might let us know, hey, we need to get some more partners. We need to get some people that can plug in more. Just if you got anybody on here, we want to take a look at that, okay? All right. So next, Wani, great job. Thank you. Next, we want to hear from Marvise. Marvise, tell us what is it that you've profited most. And I'm gonna go to the comments after this, after Marvise. Then we're gonna go to you, Deniece. No, I'm gonna go to Denisha because I know she be on the roll and I want to make sure we can hear her. So after Marvise, then we're gonna go to Denisha, then I'm gonna go to the comments. Okay, Marvise, let's hear from you, girl. Let me see. Now it shows that you're not muted, but we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Hmm.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I think where I profited the most and where I'm profiting the most is mindset and creating that vision, deciding which directions to go in and where to go and how I want to do it. Um, Working up to the posting and stuff online and everything and how I want to do it, whether I want to do like an avatar to do it, if I want to do it myself, or how I want to do things. So starting to crystallize that vision and also
Hmm.
working on a onboarding system, because to me that's one of the most important things, like Mr. Bradley says, getting people through the system. So
Hmm.
figuring out a way to get people through the system where they're system oriented rather than me oriented. So
Yes.
those are some of the things that I'm thinking about and working on, and 40/40 has opened my mind to. So Thank you all. I appreciate you.
Marvis, thank you. And we know you recommended somebody for 4Ps. I think a sideline partner. We appreciate that. I'm
Yeah,
trying to see. I see
two
director.
sideline partners are on.
That's awesome. I love when y'all just share the good news. I need somebody to go through their information. I bet Mike might have it handy. Anybody know what day we started 4040 exactly? I
Yeah, I
can't.
was just looking that up. May 4th, it looks like.
May 4th. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. All right, next, let's hear from Denisha. She's on the road. Can you let us know, Denisha, what have you most profited from during 40 days? It was May 4th, Michael.
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I saw in the email.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. So first off, the accountability portion, I was just all ears this time. I did minimal homework and things like that, and that's just being honest. I get off and I just had so many other things, but I make sure to connect because this is what keeps me fueled in both of my businesses. Let me start there. So, where I profited the most at is positioning. That's where I struggled at the most, but what helped me so much is to see um, what it is that I have. It made me clear on what it is that I can do to help others and who I am. And it relates to the IMVs these last 2 days as well, finding out who you are to the core and what it is that you do to serve and how, it can help other people. That has really, really helped me position, show up differently, be more confident in who I am, what I'm doing. So that's where I see that has helped me out the most this time. And everything else just gave me confidence to continue. I always had, for you guys has been on before, my biggest struggle was blending the businesses together. So now having a clear understanding how wellness is travel, and that's a part of it, and I don't have to separate the two. It comes up every now and then where it's a struggle, but it's starting to be so much more fluid to even have the conversations, to even just show up in that manner. So 4040 has truly helped me with that. I believe my content is a lot better because of it. And yeah, I'm just looking to continue strengthening in that area because it's definitely, definitely attracting people. So thank you.
You're so welcome. We are so proud of you. Very, very good. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's go in the comments. All righty. Let's go in these comments here. Get ready, Denise Hutton. I'm gonna have you to help me read these comments. Okay, Denise, you got your glasses on. They always cute. So go ahead and take the first response. Oh no, okay, read what Mike wrote for us here.
No, what I wrote was just answering a question that Minister Aisha asked. That's all
Oh,
that
helping
was.
with that business. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so I see the second one is from Tina. Tina's at work. She said, my list of prospects has grown. I was able to light a fire under one of my turn this phone off. Okay. Hold on. I was able to light a fire under one of my BPs. Now she's gone. She's one away from getting back to goal. Yes, Tina. I gained a business partner during 4040 that really understands the business. Listen, that wasn't just a recruit. She got a partner, somebody that really understands. And I think I know who that is. Okay, so then I see Minister Asia was asking about that new supplier that Dr. Lynn was talking about. And then Deniece, you want to read Minister Asia's?
My mindset is always evolving. I've been intentional about growing in emotional intelligence, building stronger partnerships, developing duplication, and focusing on relationships. My onboarding continues to expand. While I haven't personally enrolled anyone recently, my team has, and that's the power of duplication. I'm steady learning that growth isn't always about what you do alone. It's about what your team can continue to do together. I haven't been plugged in that much this season due to other obligations, but my coach keeps me up with something from 4040 partnerships and positioning. I know who I am and what I want.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Minister Asia. Okay, and look at Nicole. Nicole had that start date ready, and Mike confirmed it May 4th. And Minister Asia got one partner on. Dr. Lynn said, congratulations to all who prospered. Additionally, and you okay, Dr. Lynn, unmute, talk about it. What did you most profit? Tell us about that. And congratulations, you birthed a bronze builder. Ain't that the best feeling? Go ahead and talk about
Yeah,
that.
and they're about to get pinned at the next meeting. I am just elated. I can't even imagine what it's going to feel like when I birthed a gold builder, when I
Yes.
birthed two more bronze builders, even when I birthed a director.
Yes.
Now that I birthed a bronze builder, the team is kicking in because
Mhm.
now it's like I said, okay, who's next? I said the
Right.
competition is on. Y'all said, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, one person did it. Now you got your
Yes.
evidence. Who's
That's
next?
the evidence. Yep.
Now everybody they and their communication with me has picked up a lot too because now I've gotten um more space on my calendar now for three-way calls. So now everybody is, and that's what it took. I'm
Uh-huh.
imagining that's what it took. It took somebody on the team to get there, not
Right.
just me, for them to say, oh, well, yeah, I need to get myself in gear because now
Yep.
I have the proof. It's right here in front of my face instead of being on the IMV or being at convention and seeing somebody that you don't know tell you that it's possible. But what about somebody that you do know telling
Right.
you that it's
Right.
possible outside of me?
Exactly, exactly. And remember when I shared with you all that when I talked to four-star director Walter Powell, and I said, like, man, I'm just stuck. You know how we whine when we get so close to a next level, right, Director Deniece? And he said, and I was like ready. I had my notepad. I'm like, oh, he about to give me some good stuff. Now, what do I need to do? And he simplified it so much. He shut it down. He was like, he just really confirmed what I knew instinctively, that energy is everything. Think about me. I literally make a list every day. And when I look at my list, I can look at my list and say, oh, yeah, I can't wait to text this person. I can't wait to call this person because that person give me energy. Then it could be somebody else on my list because I'm a businesswoman. I am going to call and reach out, but I'm like, oh, I got to do her after lunch because she's so drained and she gonna have excuses. She gonna be talking negative. Think about it. We're being honest, right? Because we're on 40/40. I see you laughing, Minister Asia, but y'all know I'm telling the truth. So energy is contagious. So when Director Powell, so leading a team of over 3,000 people, so yes, I'm going to listen whenever I can. He said your number one focus needs to be working with Jackie Delane and her team to help them get to 1 star because you birthing that 1 star is going to exhilarate the whole rest of your run of 2 star. I was like, what? That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. And because I've never birthed a director, I couldn't rely on my own understanding. So that's what coachability means. That's why now, just like I have people on my that's direct to me, I got just as many people that's direct to me that I reach out to as just as many people from Jackie's team, because he said that has to be the focus. That's where the most potential is. So I just want to share that with you all real quick. All right, so let me go back to my list and who's on here next. Okay, Marvise. Okay, Deniece Hutton, 1 minute. Take it away. What have you most profited from during this since May 4th, since we got a date now?
So for me, I think the fear of reaching out to people for the host to post. When Erica did it this time, it seemed to have clicked like that's an action that I can take. And
Yes.
so yesterday I know there was homework and we were supposed to have people today, but I was I started thinking about the people that I want to ask.
Uh-huh.
And so my task for today, besides travel, is to ask 3 people to host a post for me.
That is such major progress, Deniece. Deniece is an action taker, y'all. She's an action taker. I have so many examples of how she just take action. I love action takers because I can see them so clearly because I have so few. I'm being honest on my team. I have so few people, but those people that really stand out because they're super consistent, you have them right here on this Zoom. Even though I have close to 200 people, it's the lack of consistency and the lack of sacrifice. So Deniece is in Illinois, and when I found out, I had no idea that she went to the Milwaukee to the Milwaukee opportunity meeting. Man, Dree sent me that photo. I was just blown away. Like that got me through the day. So now I can't wait to make a whole boss post about that. I add them right to my content. They first of all, the fact that she showed up. Second of all, that's a sacrifice in the evening driving from Illinois to Milwaukee, you know. So I really, really appreciate when partners just show up for their own success. And I can't wait. They looked amazing with them red jackets. Director Deniece got y'all in uniform. So y'all was looking really good. All right, Mike, what has this session done for you over this? I know what I'm excited about, but I'll let you share what you want to share because we got some really exciting collaboration stuff going on. What about this session of 40/40 for you, Mike? And
Yeah,
you get 2 minutes, okay?
I won't take too long. There's two things that really stand out to me. Even though I know travel and I've done it for a long time, there was something missing, and me really owning that identity and leading with it in the content that I post. So I got confirmed just by looking at the numbers that I shared with you all last week, getting checks in from commissions
Yeah.
that trips that people took that I used to feel kind of like, oh, I'm trying to balance both of these things, and it was really hard for me to do so. So I picked one, and I picked to lead with travel this year, and it's good to see that it's paying off. And I'm still continuing to build more confidence in the Planet Marketing side
Yeah.
and helping me kind of connect that travel story to that Planet Marketing side. Just to say that, yeah, this is something that I'm actually benefiting from. I have a success story that I can share with people to say why I'm in the business, and that really helps. I think the other thing was the session Erica hosted yesterday with the host to post. Even though I've seen it all these times, I still haven't done it. But something about yesterday just really made it click and made it less complicated than I was making it in my mind before. So I'm excited to get that done next week, get the first person posted next week.
I love it, Mike. Thank you so much for sharing that. Do y'all see why repetition is so, so important? We can hear something. This is my first time saying, no, I'm about to quit playing about this host to post. I'm going to do the host to post. And then I love what Mike said about creating his success story. He got a serious success story because I know it because I got the 10%. And so that travel success story, again, I always say people that's booking travel lean into the book and travel. You're going to have a much easier conversation with your prospects because people understand travel. They don't understand in most cases about the building side. All right, let's roll, y'all. Director Deniece, tell us about what this 40 days have been like. What have you most profited from?
Well, I will say this, it was not money. It was
Uh-huh.
not money. And I know when we talk about profits and profitability, sometimes that's the first thing we think of. Um, I don't know why Marvise has been on my heart these last couple of days and why I keep messing with her, but even in on the grid this morning, um, Marvise wasn't smiling a whole lot, but she didn't look mad either. She just kind of had that look that your elders had when you were little. And anybody can think of that one elder, whether it was mom, dad, aunt, uncle, but they had a very calm spirit about whatever it was, even if you ticked them off. That you knew they didn't play, right? Marvise had that look like if you don't smile, Marvise. If y'all look at Marvise right now, and it looks like she kind of like leaning into the table, like you came in late and your mama sitting at the table, like, dang, I thought she was asleep. And they sitting there, they ain't got the switch, they ain't got the nut, and they just looking like, but they got something for you. I know y'all wondering where this story is going. But I be having these visuals on things like this. That's what this 40/40 has positioned me to be. When we say emotional intelligence, it ain't, see, at one point, emotional intelligence was not being wild and crazy when something made you mad, not going off and being loud or ignorant about something because somebody bumped into you, or not being mad, forget them. I ain't, but a new level of emotional intelligence. What I profited from the most um was having to demonstrate patience, having to demonstrate resilience, having to demonstrate discipline, Having to understand that, yes, I'm still a business owner, even when the profits ain't matching up with the work, and the effort putting in. And when a Wednesday comes and the check ain't there, or a Thursday comes and the check ain't there, not running away saying I just quit altogether, but actually really having to readjust, reset, and remind myself that it is a part of the process. And now I feel like the auntie, the no nonsense auntie that's at the table, because your mom and daddy done already told me your grades dropped. And now they about to bring you over here so I can check you. But I ain't even about to yell and scream. It's like I have such a different posture. I think that's what it is. It's literally a posture of resilience again. The same words I just said. It's not even about like finding new words for it. It's understanding, like having a new definition of the word. When you look in the dictionary and something, you look at a word and then you see all the synonyms of the word, where you can think about the word happy. But a synonym for the word happy could be excited, elated. But when you see ecstatic, ecstatic is another level of happiness. It's like, oh, like I'm really, really, I'm at a new level of emotional intelligence where I'm like certain things can come to me, and I'd probably look at people like, do you really think that that's more important than what it is we trying to do right now? Because if you think that, you still got go back in the oven. You got some cooking to do. Like right now, I'm past that part, and I got to get to this part. So I think that's what I profited from the most, because no, I'm so used to being able to say, I brought in X number of partners. My team brought in X number of partners. We made this much this month or this week, and to not be able to say that, had to pull from a different side of the heart this time, and a different side of the mind this time. And so sometimes profit is really, and in closing, is like my mother-in-law asked us in Sunday school Sunday, when you think of the word health, what do you think about? And some people might just say to me, like, stop drinking Pepsi so much. Somebody might say to you, stop eating so many cookies. But it's more than just like that part of health. It's literally having mental health and emotional health and this and that. So I've really, really learned how to manage some new things in my business life and personal life during this 40/40. Thank you, Director.
Yes, I love that. I love that. You dropped some nuggets. Y'all send her up some hearts. Send her up some hearts, because she shall be sending them to us. So it's our time, because the strong people need some people to be strong for them a lot of the times. So what we're going to do, we're going to let everybody know this was day 38, but we're going to need about another 7 minutes. I already counted, giving everybody a minute. We need another 7 minutes for those of you that's available to stay for the after party, because I want to read Darnell's information, Tracy, and we got a few more people we still need to hear from. Thank you, Director Deniece. Let's look at Darnell's message. Darnell, she's at work, but she said, but my mindset and understanding is the true prophet. Yes, yes. From these past 40 days, I cannot thank this group of experts and Marvisa enough for inviting me. Ain't that precious, y'all? I love that. Yes. And she's been so consistent. I don't even remember a day when Darnell wasn't on here. Man, y'all, I'm telling you, Mr. Bradley has created something that's going to let us really understand that we are building people so that we're better able to build a business. I love this. And then we got Tracy. Tracy said, I am truly blessed from this group. My mindset has changed and my confidence has grown. That's what I'm talking about, Tracy. That confidence. What Director Deniece talked about, posture. That's all goes together. Huh? Did somebody say something?
Tracy unmuted, like maybe she can respond, I
Oh, can
think.
you, Tracy? Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am so blessed and thankful for the honesty and the opportunity to be on here. Carmen, I know I shared with you a little bit of my story, but I was struggling on a little bit on actually the intensity, the direction this was taking us in, and I felt I wasn't getting what I needed, and how to marry not just Planet Marketing and teletravel, but my own personal business, which I did, but also how I'm going to bring in people in an honest way. And you guys opened that up for me. Darnell and Marvise were on the same team. Marvise invited Darnell, who is my daughter and my business partner.
Nice.
And right, and when I couldn't be here because I have my other business, then we would talk. But we have learned so much from you guys, and that when we are in our own leadership directors, which we're
Mhm.
going to be, we know how to move it forward. I am excited for your next 40/40. I think Mike and everyone on here, this has been such an awesome, awesome project that it has definitely changed my mindset, lifted my confidence, and I'm going to succeed in all of my businesses
Yeah.
and life. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
I love it. Thank you so much, Tracy. I love it. So, Mike, I'm gonna need you to work your magic, but I've been trying to think who did I want to ask to do a testimony for 4Ps. Y'all, we gotta market this thing. We really gotta share this with more people. And so somehow I need you to pull a clip on exactly what Tracy shared. And
Already in my mind. So you ain't got to talk no more. We'll get your permission, Tracy, unless you want to give it now.
Yeah, you
yeah.
definitely have it.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you, thank you. Yeah, Tracy, I appreciate you sharing that. And I want to and send me a message, Tracy, because I want to talk to you a little bit more about the magazine and highlighting more about your other business too. So thank you so much. All right, next we got the one and only, our Queen of Queens, Miss Betty Brown. What has this 40/40 did for you? You've been incredibly consistent this time. Go ahead and talk to us.
Wow, I thought I was going to sneak through and you wouldn't notice it. I was laying low, but at least you can't see me because you said that ain't Betty. But anyway, yeah, the consistency alone was a big improvement for me. But you know what? I always have to refer back to things that you tell me, Carmen, and you're always talking about, excuse me, the downline and building, where our fortune is. So I read Earl Nightingale, Acres of Diamonds, many years ago. And he talks about how this guy had a farm and he was searching for diamonds because he was close to diamond mines and he never could find it. And he was going all around his farm and everything, all around the neighborhood and states and stuff. And sold the farm for pennies, and another guy came in and dug right there on the farm in the man's own backyard and found diamonds to where he became so wealthy. And so Earl Nightingale says, dig in your own backyard. And those are the things that you say. Go down into your back office. Look at the ones who used to be in. We know a lot more than we knew back then. So did that, and two more have come alive and come back into the business with me because you keep telling us that our level up is in the backyard, is in our back office. So I went to them and told them how much more I had learned and how much more I'd be able to help them. And it worked. So I want to thank you for that. And thank you for getting me on that reading thing. And because the more you know, the more you grow. So it's
Right.
expanding my mind in that area. And it just allowed me to just be a more full person, more balanced. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Betty, because you definitely keep us inspired. And yep, our next level then Director Preston just confirmed that in Milwaukee, but I'm a firm believer. There's just no way that I have people, over 500 people that have come and gone in my organization. I have at least 500 people back there that have come and gone, cancel, credit ho. I don't even know those people. Who are they? Somebody else brought them in. I never
Uh,
knew them. So yes, Betty, thank you for confirming. We got gold right there in our back office, and sometimes we just gotta reach out. Erica, your turn. Talk to us. Oh, then I'm gonna go after Erica. DeAndrea, if you're able to unmute after Erica, because I know you driving, my dear. Okay, go ahead, Erica.
I thought I put a 2 in the chat.
Oh, you did, but when I seen you come off that camera, I'm like, okay, I'm going to Erica.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be an after party, but I got out of the car. So, this 40/40, similar to what Miss Betty just said, and Denisha and Wani, positioning piece, and then not necessarily me going in my back office, but just kind of inspiring other business partners like, hey, you're in travel, you're booking travel. Why don't you come on the team meeting, or why don't you come to the pivot series? And I've had some of my business partners that have not necessarily been present showing up. So that's part of the positioning, and coming to the team meetings and coming to the pivot series. Um, and then also on the positioning side, like, yes, I'm social, but sometimes I don't feel like being social. And I know Director Deniece has talked about that. Like, I'm done peopling, but I have forced myself in this 40/40, like, oh, let me go to this graduation party. Oh, let me go over here to this because I need to talk to people. There are people that need to hear about what I'm doing. So just kind of like leveling up and doing the things that I don't necessarily feel like doing. And it's turning around into, for right now, travel opportunities. So, but that's going to turn into business partners as well. So it's been profitable.
Yes, thank you so much, Erica. Yes, our travel gurus out there creating those extra conversations because they are travel experts and travel professionals. All right, DeAndrea, tell us about what you have gotten out of this 40/40. How have you profited the most?
Okay, I would say the most is with the purpose, but I've gotten a lot out of everything, just learning so much more and staying more consistent, getting more consistent, and even just having that deeper desire to know that it's gonna work. It's gonna work because sometimes things haven't gone the way I wanted them to go, but I know I'm not giving up. I feel like we heard on the IMV this morning that we were born with a purpose, and one of
Yeah,
my purposes is to help the people, and that's
that's
what we're
right.
business and in our lives. Yes. So
And
thank you all for all of
thank
that.
you, DeAndrea. Ain't
And
it
I'm
good to
not
know?
as shy as I've always been. I'm
You
getting
should.
coming out a little
No,
bit.
you are definitely coming out, DeAndrea. We see it and we love it. We here for it. And also, DeAndrea, ain't it just good to know that we have a vehicle that can really allow us to help people? When we
Yeah,
get that perspective, then we don't need to be so fearful. Like if you really are a mission-driven person and part of your purpose is to help people, we got something that can really help people, even if it just help them in their personal development, even if it helped them just being around more positive people. We got that. So let's look what Pamela Kelly put in here, our nurse, our retired nurse. She said, I have 3 partners in Europe who focused on travel and now interested in building. Oh my goodness, I need to see some hearts and flames, people. And now I'm interested in building. Yes, did y'all get that part? I am looking to building my international network. Let's go, Pamela Kelly. Yes, yes. And then we see Dr. Lynn says, as a sideline sister in success, I have gained more than I have time to share. Aw, you can tell by the smile on my face that I have prospered. Yes, Dr. Lynn, we love you being a part of our network and being such a leader. Countess said, I just got done cutting me and my grandma's grass. This go round, I learned more about building relationships with people and prospects. Yes, Countess. Yes. I don't have a problem with that. But coming in the business a few years ago, I lost sight of that being in the network marketing industry. I just have to be myself. You better not be anything else because we love you being yourself. We absolutely love you being yourself. So we're going to hear from our last person is going to be my girl, my co-host with the Pivot series. We're going to hear from Nicole Hickson is going to close us out. Nicole, were you one of the people that could share? Can you let us know how you've most profited from this round? Let's see if Nicole can unmute. Cause she be on mommy duty. Okay, hold on. I think she's coming. Okay, Nicole, you're on now.
Sorry, I had to change from my laptop. It just not want me to be great. I keep having issues with it. But I'm on my phone. So, hey everybody. It's funny you mentioned the co-hosting because that's one of the biggest things. Clarity overall in my business instead of kind of worrying about, oh, well, this person hasn't responded. Oh, what do I need to do to attract, like-minded people, that type of thing. I think the positioning has been the biggest, but clarity overall with all the 4 Ps. Um, I think once I get the positioning, the posture, all that down, then I won't have as many concerns about attracting those that I'm looking for. So when they're seeing my face, it was funny because when I think you threw something out there saying, "Oh yeah, I'd love to get you on, like as a featured speaker or to do an article in the Be Well magazine or something." I was like, I don't know, maybe one day. And then the next thing you know, you're like, "Hey Nicole, would you like to co-host this?" And I'm like, I was voluntold pretty much because I can't tell her no. So, so it's been great because at first I was a little like, oh gosh, do I want to do this? It's like almost 2 months, and now I love it, and I'm glad that we're keeping going, even though it's going to be once a month. But I love it, and still trying to get my people to come and hear me. I'm like, hey, I'm letting y'all know you're gonna miss out. It's only a few more weeks. This was before we extended it, but yeah, just letting people get to see another side of me, hear a little bit more about me because I am more of that like private person. Like, hey, I don't necessarily like I post my son, but if you notice, it's his side or his back. I haven't posted his face. So just in terms of like not being secretive, but it's just some things I was like, no, everybody don't need to know that. But they love, I get so much attention on his reel. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep posting. They see the back of his head, they see the back of his head. But yeah, just like I said, overall positioning, feeling a little bit more confident and being able to go out there and talk and not be so like timid or shy about it.
I love it. And I love co-hosting with you. And yeah, that's, we got to know where is our understanding coming from. I'm real clear that this is more than a business. This is my ministry. I have no idea why that feeling dropped down in my spirit. Like Nicole needs to be more than a guest on this series. She needs to be a co-host. I got to help bring her out of her shell. I can see all of her greatness. I can see why people should be lined up to partner with her, but I need to keep working with her until she believes it deep down. And then that's going to be contagious with her network because she has an incredible network. So, Director Deniece, my sister in success, close us out. And thank y'all so much for joining us for day 38. I adore you, Nicole. Thank you so much for sharing.
I'm so glad Tracy Williams is still on here because she thanked us for or you for this transparent platform, and then she was very transparent. And I'm telling you, sometimes hearing those tough comments up front turn into such beautiful comments. It's literally like the caterpillar comment turns into the butterfly feelings, right? When she said, I was struggling, I'm paraphrasing, I was struggling with how this is going, like how this is going to benefit me and my businesses, and I'm not getting what I need. See, sometimes people stop when they get that feedback, I'm not getting what I need, and you kind of like you panic. But if you just finish listening to what she said, but I kept coming and I did this. And now I understand how I can marry it. But it's because she was so open-minded and wanted it. So thank you for that, Tracy. And it was so good to see you take the still photo off so we could feel and see you behind that camera. So thank you for that. And then the reason I put in the chat, when did 40/40 start? Because when Carmen asked about the profitability question, and I knew it was going to include like how many partners did we bring in, I went to go look because it had been so long, and I know I just brought one in yesterday, and I was so glad about that because that fresh blood gave me fresh energy too. And I said, okay, well, let me go look at my genealogy just in case. And I'm like, yep, I brought in Countess. Yep, I brought in Shanita. So I thought I was going to be able to say three. Hush my pups, honey, because they came in April. And I said, dang. I said, I can't even include them in my count. Why? Because we're hopeful that we can include that. I'm like, 40 days, that's a long time. And then when they said May 4th, it couldn't have been. I'm like, oh. Yeah, 30 days is a month, Deniece. It's not 40 days feels like it's gonna be 4 months, but it's literally just a month and a couple weeks, right? And so it made me again aware, like, now we gotta really, really work every single day as much as we absolutely can, because there's going to be attrition. But if we don't fall off, then the attrition won't be as tough because we're still working. And I say that in closing to say this. When we were looking at numbers the other day, I got up and I was so excited. I said, okay, we can still do it. I'm hearing Carmen say we can still do it. The 30th isn't here yet. And then we still got 12 days in July to get it done. And so, y'all, I took something as simple. So if you look at let me see. If you look at my June calendar just from afar, it kind of looks like it's pretty busy, right? Like just from afar. Don't be fooled though. That ain't just Planet stuff. That's like all my daddy's doctor's appointment stuff too. But that's a part of my life. But I usually just use this portion. This time though, I said I gotta start going in and using the day-to-day portion, right? And all of the to-do list, what I'm excited about, the work to do, the personal to do, all of that. And then I went to the first day I looked at my numbers with a different lens this month, and it was just Monday. And Monday I looked at our numbers and we were at 218, right? So I literally, y'all, I literally went, I literally went and I started writing the number. Like when I woke, like 220, 218. And I did my numbers. I said, if we need 4 a day, then Tuesday we should be at 222. Wednesday we should be at 226. Thursday we should be at 230. And I started going to every day until we get to June 30th, which would take us at over the 300 mark, right? So when I I'm sorry, Monday we started at 218. We were supposed to close out. We were supposed to start the next day at 222. We closed out Monday at 222, so we did the four a day. But when I woke up Tuesday, we were only at 220, so we lost 2 overnight. But I'm glad that I wrote where we supposed to be every day, because yesterday or what's today, y'all? I'm so confused. Is today Wednesday? So today is Wednesday. We're supposed to be at 226 and we're at 225, which is good though. Like I'm like, okay, we really just one away from where we should be. And because tonight we're still doing the presentation. I'm doing it tonight. I don't know if I'm doing it. The full presentation will be up, but I may be doing a lot more conversational stuff as I just kind of go through the slides and be interactive. Okay. And be more interactive with the guests. But I need y'all to really, really focus on getting your guests on tonight, because I am so focused on getting people from 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9, so we can move those goal builders to director. So Justina Page, the Cottons, like everybody that's on my team who can build, everybody that's on Carmen's team who can build. If you're on Tina's team and you can't, everybody on here, work on that. Now, if you're in Milwaukee, we're doing an in-person lab at Minister Aisha's Clubhouse from 5 to 7. We're going right into the presentation right from over there at 7 p.m. Let's make tonight a big night. Go write your numbers down, because I promise you, what you have to inspect what you expect. And when you write those numbers down, at least you have an idea of how close you are. And I promise you, when you see that you are actually keeping up with the numbers, it really, really boosts your confidence and your momentum again. So I'm closing out for Director Carmen. She got a phone call. Love y'all. So excited for what has been accomplished and what has been gained this 40-40 round. And we'll see you all tomorrow, and then closing it out on Friday. Have a good one.